Well, it's the moment you've been waiting for. The Bulls are back, and it's a sweltering Saturday at Springfield Stadium. The visitors today are Dulwich Hamlet. They are known as the Hamlet. So the Hamlet plays the island, and who will enjoy the better of 3 30-minute segments of football. Chance for both sides to just try some new players and also to avoid the heat and get some hydration breaks in. Now the Bulls looking resplendent in their new kit, the Adidas branded red and white strip for 26-27, which we saw at the back end of April. Dulwich Hamlet in their green and white squares. Well, both sides this afternoon will have a number of trialists. For the Hamlet, they have trialist A, who wears 13, trialist B, who wears 16, and trialist C, who wears 20. And for the Bulls, number 20 is a trialist as well. Of course, captaining the side, the ever reliable, the one and only James Carey. Well, there are some players missing this afternoon, but for the Bulls, Piers Roche will start in goal. We expect the back four of Johnny LeCain, Kerry and Curtis in the middle, and Jay Giles. Up front, we'll see the return of Samuel Henia Kamau. Well, he's had a bit of a stint, has the youngster, at professional football, and no doubt will have learned a lot. It'd be really interesting to see what he can bring to this Bulls squad and how he can add to the depth as they search again for promotion. Of course, this time in the Isthmian South Central League. Well, in charge of proceedings today, referee in the middle, Gareth Walker, assisted by Andy Norman and Adrian Cardis. For the Bulls still, they've got Elliot Powell in charge. He has the same backroom staff as last season. No changes there. And for Dulwich Hamlet, they are managed by Mark Dacey. Well, it's going to be a windy, a blustery day here at Springfield, where it's standing room only. The main stand still undergoing renovations for the new season. Well, remember, it's 30 minutes times 3 to make up the 90. It looks like on this side, lining up, is Toby Ritzemer. And look for number 26, the returning Samuel Henia Kamau. The trialist wears number 20. Well, the last few platitudes between the skippers as they hand over mementos of today. The referee just giving final instructions. There are some new rules in play as well today, really designed to tackle time wasting, especially with throw-ins and with goal kicks, which will result, if there's a delay in the throwing, that it goes to the opposing side. And if goalkeepers delay, they will end up giving away a corner. Well, James Carey comes across to the near side. Different view for you watching this afternoon, coming from behind the dugouts as opposed to from the stand. Well, a great way to start. It is July the 11th, 2026. The pre-season is about to get going. It's going to be the Hamlet who will kick off, and they will kick on your screen as we look from left to right in this first half, going towards the far end of the ground. And we're underway. Well, not the greatest of clearance there, but an early touch there for trialist, wearing 20. We're just going to call him number 20 today. Early touch on the far side. And of course, Johnny LeCain returns today after a little bit of injury towards the end of last season. A new pairing at the back today of Curtis and Kerry. Of course, we expect to see Jamie Watling, the player of the season, returning later on. And a few absences, of course. No Lorne Bickley today, no Luke Watson, no Francis Lekima Matty. But the Bulls do have Joe Kilshaw on the bench. As Dulwich trying to get forward, ball played in. Early touch for Pierce Roach, comfortable, just coming off there. Off Obi, wearing 15. And again, the Bulls allowed to bring it away. Trying to get down that right-hand side. Henia Kamau getting a touch. You're really interested to see what his couple of 3 seasons away have done in terms of his football. Can't have hurt him. Must have learned a lot as the Bulls come again. Ball inside. Lumsden clips it across now, looking for Ritzimo. Tries to bring it down, gets a bit of pressure on him. Now Giles plays it back in. But straight through to the keeper. And as there are a number of trialists today, it's going to be a bit of trial and error just to see who is playing and wearing what shirt numbers. The keeper again, not the best of clearances. Picked up though by 20 into Ritzema. Ritzema now bursts through the middle and tries to do a little reverse pass. Trialist again, battling hard, brought down. Free kick given, foul there by Clunis. Trialist wants to get on with it. Clunis won't let him. Back it is to Lumsden, wearing 17 today. Across to Jay Giles, plays the ball inside. Good start this from the Bulls, looking pretty fresh as Trialist goes down. In fact, as Henia Kamau goes down, Trialist picks it up. Now Lumsden again has support outside him, arriving from the back. Ball played in. Johnny LeCain, can he get there? Keeper comes out, does well. Well, it looks like, in fact, Trialist A is in goal today. Wearing 13, so 13 is Trialist A, 16 is B, and 20 for them. For the Hamlet is Trialist C. At the back, at right back, with the touch there is Ben Bonnet Johnson. Has to go back. This time to Mackay. Ball through the middle, quick switch onto that far left-hand side now. They try to build and get a bit of possession here from the Hamlet. Spreading it, but too much on it towards the bullpen, who are back in numbers. Looking forward to another season. Well, another, looks like a foul there, not given. Chance now to get through, 15 cuts inside, and it, shot comes in, and it's in. Well, Roche can't keep it out. And it's a goal. Well, there was a bit of a foul in the build-up. It doesn't look like it's going to make any difference to the decision of the referee. The touch there was by 15, Obi. And it looks like the goal has been scored. Well, it's either 6 or 16. It's either Tala or Trialist B. But it is Dulwich Hamlet who, arguably against the run of play, have the early goal. Well, a bit of a blow for the Bulls, who were in possession, looking pretty comfortable. Looked like there was a foul in the build-up, but that wasn't given by Mr. Walker. And the Hamlet have the lead inside the first 5 minutes. Touch there for Trialist, back to Trialist 20, we'll call him. Double T, maybe, even easier. And then Roche, who just couldn't keep that shot out, maybe too much power on it. But now here come the Bulls down the right-hand side. Cutting inside, still going. Good play by James Carr there. Now Lumsden outside to Giles. Giles now, will he try the shot? Will he take it on? He does, he finds a little bit of a run there, but Ritzema doesn't quite gamble. And it comes to nothing. Well, Mark Dacey will be the happier of the two managers, seeing his side get the early lead. And a good start for the Hamlet against the run of play. Well, Hamlet, of course, are Isthmian Premier side, finishing 9th last season in their league as they look to get the ball out to that left-hand side. Going to go up against Johnny LeCain, who does really well, holds it up. Throw in though for the Hamlet. Just taking their time on that far side. Picked up again there by Bonnet Johnson. Just going to keep hold of possession here, the Hamlet. Windy conditions not helping either side, really. Ball now played into the feet there of Winter. He looks to be wearing the captain's armband. He plays it. Good ball out to this near side. Chance now to run again against Jay Giles, who stands strong in the challenge. The Hamlet have it. Looking to move this ball around, but Ritzma back there helping out. Throw in now coming from Bonnet Johnson, who we've seen quite a bit of already in this opening few minutes. And it will be a Bulls throw. Can't quite get to Ritzma this time. Bit of an up and under there, dealt with by Curtis. He's sitting on that left side of the back pairing with Kere today. No Watling. Ball played back by Bonnet Johnson. Just looking to move it around and keep possession a bit longer here this time. And the wind, as you can hear from the dugouts, is one of the main problems today. But the Hamlet keep it alive here with Winter. Tackled by TT. Trial is 20. Foul given. Referee just holding play. Maybe just wants to have a little word here. Does Mr. Walker. And you can really hear the sound reverberating around Springfield this afternoon. And a good test for the Bulls to start their pre-season with Dulwich Hamlet, a side above them in the tier system and in the Premier Division. Ball is whipped in towards a penalty spot, half cleared, and then Ritzma tries to release Henia Kamau, can't quite do so. Of course, no Lorne Bickley this afternoon, no Fraser Barlow either. And of course, Raider Santos, we understand, has gone on his travels, and we may not see him this season. But you just never know, because football is a funny old game. Well, as they look to progress down that left-hand side, the Hamlet, the Kane showing the byline, but ball is back, edge of the box now, quick feet there. Looks like there's an offside play on, shot comes in. Looks like it may well be the first corner to the Hamlet. And a chance to get the ball in and to test Roche under the high ball, and more likely under the wind conditions. Just got to stay alert here. See the trees bristling behind the Roche goal. A bit of movement now in the box as the ball comes in towards the far post. Well, it escapes everyone. And it will be a goal kick. A few of the Dulwich Hamlet fans in behind the Roche goal in the first half, as a chance to have a cold beer or two in the summer sunshine. Not for the players though, they've got work to do. Ball played in, chance maybe now, can he get in? Mavalo, well, doesn't quite. Well, Darren Mavalo, of course, is another well-known face to the Bulls, who appears to be available. Maybe he's finished his university stint, and Darren Mavalo adds another option as well up front. So the Bulls certainly looking to strengthen. No magician today, Miguel Carvalho, of course. And no big man Bickley, who's celebrate his nuptials recently. Congratulations to him and the new Mrs. Bickley. No doubt he'll be back soon. Foul there by Curtis. A little bit of an elbow left. And down, but not out. Looks to be Clunis, who's back on his feet. Free kick's going to come in here from Talla. A little bit of language coming from below. Enthusiastic language As the free kick comes in, but it's wasted. And it looks like a little bit of fun and games going on behind the Roche goal. Of course, no Van der Vliet today. Roche getting a chance to start in the Bulls' goal. Curtis again to Joe Giles, holding that touchline. Nice little touch there by Henry Kamau. Bulls looking to move it quickly. Out again to that side, Johnny LeCain down the right-hand side, trying to get forward, does. Ball in there to Lumsden, now Carr. And then ball bouncing around, but he's won it back as Ritzma clips it back and a cross header comes in. Mavalo steers it towards, but over goal, and the best chance of the Bulls falls to their number 9, Daryl Mavalo, who just can't get it on target. Well, a good really bit of football there from the Bulls. We haven't seen too much, but that was sharp, that was quick, involving a little bit of intricate play there. And James Carr, who looks like he's playing down that right-hand flank ahead of this afternoon Johnny LeCain, which gives him that left foot option to cut inside. Very much in a Mo Salah type role. A natural left footer cutting in off the right flank. We'll see how that works out, but so far Mavalo, Henia Kamau and Carr leading the 3 up front. All played inside. Hamlet looking to get it forward again. Quick play by them. Overlap coming. Looking to get the shot off, trying to find a bit of space here. Again, there is Obi. Good play down that side, ball into the middle. And again, looks like it's taken a deflection. It's going to be a corner. And the second one for the Hamlet in this opening 13 minutes. Well, going across to take it is, looks like Talla. Short for it. There's a run there, may well be Raymond wearing 22. Movement in the box again, getting busy is Obi. Back and across it comes, now into the feet there of Clunes, who can't do much with it. But Roche quickly releases Ritzema. Ahead of him is Mavalo. Mavalo just heavy touch there. Does well to keep possession as Bonnet Johnson puts pressure on him and then wins it back and plays it across the line into Mackay. Well, they look pretty composed, pretty calm here. Hamlet, as Mackay calmly strokes it across that back line. Now down that left flank again. Good movement in the middle as well, you can see. And they're just looking to create space. Ball clipped forward now, looking over the top. Cut out though this time by Curtis. Ball's looking well organised. Henry Kamau getting more touches. Now into trialist, TT, 20. Played forward, but given away, looking for Mavalo, can't find him, work to be done. Hamlet have it back, ball played over the top, played straight through to Roche. Well, it's been fast-paced, there's no doubt about that. Both sides looking pretty fit as well. They've had a bit of time out, of course. They've had May and June, a couple of months to put their feet up, but they'll have been training, they'll have been working. They wouldn't have got too much time away from the training ground. A little bit of time to rest the body, but straight back at it for another long season. There's Hamlet go down that left again, trying to take on Kerry, gets past, getting back as the Kane ball squared into the middle, touched on, second goal. Well, it was very easy in the end for the Hamlet. Really well played. Final touch, just can't quite see who got it. It may well be Raymond, but it's really good play down that left-hand side. James Kerry gets beaten. Johnny LeCain getting back, but the ball is played in and then turned easily past Piers Roche, who had absolutely no chance. And Dulwich Hamlet are 2-0 up inside 15. And look like they could make this a little bit of a mockery already. But it may in fact be an own goal coming off Harry Curtis there. We see the replay. Plenty of water drinks being taken. It's still a second goal, may well be a Curtis own goal. Just steers it unfortunately for him, past Pierce Roach. Well, test of the Bulls now. Test of their temperament early on. We're halfway through the first 30 minutes of 3 sessions or segments this afternoon as Kerry again into the feet of Henia Kamau. Looks to clip it forward from Mavalo, but ball bouncing around, picked up now again by Henia Kamau. Going down that far side, doing really well. Has beaten one, carries on, takes to the byline, clips it back and across. Can the Bulls find the ball? A little bit behind, Ritz him up. Giles now trying to bend it round. Can't find the target, but he has it back now. Into the feet now. Good turn by Lumsden. Lumsden's got a bit of space. Lumsden takes it on. Lumsden squares it, or tries to. Cut out though by Winter. Corner to the Bulls. And maybe Lumsden could have perhaps taken the shot. He's won the corner. It's the Bulls first. And a chance for them to try and test. Trialist A, we believe, is the one in goal. Well, Henia Kamau's gone over to take this, so it looks like that may well be his role this season, dead ball specialist, in place of Ryder Santos. Ball comes in, looking at the far post, ball bounced around, Mavalo challenges, saved. Well, it is a good save in the end, denying the Bulls a chance to cut the deficit in half. Second corner follows though. It looks to be trialist A with the save. Well, he's doing his chances no harm. Good save down to his left as again the ball is whipped in towards the near post, flicked on. Cleared. And then picked up nicely by Carr, who's gone back defensively. You've seen him sitting in that left back role, but looks like he may well be getting a bit of a right winger's berth this season. As Trialist 20 plays it out to the far side. Just getting a little bit of interference with the picture here. The wind playing havoc with the production. Not a lot one can do about the weather conditions. And again, the Bulls just retreat a little as forward come the Hamlet. Pretty calm on the ball. Mackay again, just steps forward, just pulled back by Mavalo. Referee doesn't see it, doesn't give it. And they get it again on that left-hand side where they've been dangerous. Ball trying to play it, but this time Lacane blocks it, but it will be another corner. And it's the go-to so far, third corner of the first half. And it will be Pierce Roche's goal, who'll be tested again. Just waiting for, looks like Talla is going across to take it. No hurry. A lot of movement here, a lot of bodies in the box now. Bit of hustle and bustle as they try and find position. Run now towards the near post. Ball intended for the target, but flicked away, half clear by the Bulls, and then foul on Henia Kamau, which the referee does give. It's right on the spot. And the free kick is given. I'll be interested to see if we can get a few words at some point with Sammy Henia Kamau to find out how he found the experience in his days with Swansea and Hull. So Giles now. Ball into the middle. To Trialist, in fact, to Henia Kamau. Now here comes Kerry bursting forward. Far side, Carr looking to skip on the inside to that left foot. Back it comes now. Kerry stays up, this time to Trialist. Trialist 20. Bulls still have it. Maybe just trying to be a bit too clever with that one. And Dulwich playing a little bit cagey across the back and causing a little bit of trouble as Ritzema refuses to give up and keeps hold of the ball, and looks like Mackay has done a really good job in getting it back off him. has even turned it into a throw for the visitors. Bonnet Johnson will take it. Back it is with Mackay and trialist A. I've seen him make a good save. His clearances from feet, though, not been that good so far. Can he get it right this time? Goalkeepers these days got to have everything, all the attributes. Shot stopper, got to be good with the feet, got to be good with the calling and organisation of the back line. As it's kept in by Bonnet Johnson, and back it goes to Mackay again, who has to go home. Well, no real advantage there for the Hamlet. And Winter walking it out. Mackay again, it's comfortable wearing the number 2. Back it goes again. Just having to play it around at the back. The ball's just sitting off, maybe just getting a little bit of a breather. As Henia Kamau goes in search. And the break is on again. The ball's played through, but it's cut out nicely there in the middle by Lumsden, who gives it away straight away. And here they come down the left again, trying to get the ball in. And then cleared by Lacane. Up towards Mavalo. Mavalo heads it forward, tries to get it back, but cleared again. Into the feet there of Clunis. And foul given away. Again, just taking their time here, Dulwich. Just playing it through. Very narrow football here. Crowded players. The Bulls have won it back though. Look to counter here. Back it goes, the trialist. Well, coming towards the end of the first 30 period. The Hamlet have 2 to the good. As Lumsden in the middle there, just trying to shake off the challenge, still trying to keep the ball alive and manages to do so, but it's fouled this time by Talla. Looks like we're going to have the first hydration break and a chance for both sides to just have a breather. But maybe see how that plays out. It's still expecting 3:30s, but maybe there's going to be half and half. We'll see. Dan Garton coming out, having a chat. Just with trialist. Samahan came out, just dousing himself with water. And the ball's in their huddle. All of us taking a chance to have a little bit of a break here. And a chance to reflect on the first 20-odd minutes. 20 minutes where Dulwich Hamlet have impressed. They've been quick with the counter. They've looked to get down that left-hand side, put pressure on that right-back position and the right centre pairing where James Kerry is with Johnny Lacane. And it's from there that they've got the 2 goals. Dulwich Hamlet, without doubt, will be pleased with what they've seen so far. For the Bulls, they knew it would be a test against a really good opposition. But of course, it's a friendly, And at the end of the day, it won't be anything more than a chance to get the cobwebs out the system, the rust dusted off, and a chance for both sides to get some running into their legs before the season starts real. Of course, coming up next is Dorking Wanderers on Friday night for those who are available, who want to come and tune in. 7 o'clock kickoff, Springfield Stadium again. And another stern test of a club that are trying to do a little bit of a Wrexham, trying to come from nowhere and find themselves getting up through the leagues. So interested to hear from them as to how they are following that dream that they have for themselves. Well, that's the hydration break. 3 minutes, there or thereabouts. Referee has whistled for it to go again. See if there's any changes in personnel. As the players not in a huge hurry to get going. And for the Bulls, there's been some good signs, some encouraging signs. With Henny Kamau, one of them, trialist T20. Some good play as well by Ritzema and Carr on the flanks. And Curtis and Kerry reacquainting themselves with each other. And you have to say, the one highlight so far for the Bulls has to be the kit. Fantastic Adidas strip that they've got for this season. A little bit reminiscent of a certain Premier League side from the Northwest who base themselves in the city of Liverpool. Bulls again get a chance on that far side, trying to keep it alive. Good movement from Kane and a solid challenge on Carr as it's played across to Curtis, who has space, he has time, and he has Jay Giles to his left. Giles clips it forward looking for Mavala. Mavala will look to flick it on. He does get it, a little touch on it, and then Jay Giles having to get back and play it into Roche, who's had to quickly get off his line, and he sees it was going to be short. Flicked on again though, this time by Ritzema, and Giles jumping in there but loses out to Miko. A chance now to break here through the middle. Quick feet here again. Bulls having to defend. Kere doing well. He gets there, gets the challenge in. Bulls look to break with Henia Kamau now. Trying to get it through the middle, looking for Lumsden. Oh, again, plenty of time on it. Bonnet Johnson, who just lays it off to Winter, and comfort it is for the visitors. But now a chance for the Bulls to come forward. A chance now for Ritzema. Ritzema just has to check, hold it up. Giles arriving. Back into the feet. Will Giles take the run? He will, but Ritzema comes inside. Ritzema now to T20. Gets it back. Now Curtis arriving. Will he try it? Doesn't. Releases it out to this near side where Giles waits. Ritzema again trying to get a bit of space. Ritzema does turn. Ritzema into the box. Still going. Ritzema squares it. Well, again, it's good defence here from the Hamlet. Making sure they get in the right position at the right time as Ritzema jinked his way into the box. We see that so many times from Toby Ritzema over the years. The ability to take players on, to find that little bit of space, and he does it again there, but he just trying unselfishly to play the ball into the middle. And in the end, it's cleared by the Hamlet. take their time throwing it in. Well, the referee may well have just penalised, and we mentioned it earlier, the delay on the throw, and it goes to the opposition, and the referee's been sharp. It's 5 seconds. As now T20 releases the ball far side into Lumsden, who gets past one, looking for Carr, but it's cut out by the Hamlet, but still the Bulls have it with a throw-in. T20 again. Now to Curtis. Ritzimer. Lumsden tries to back heel, loses it out here though. In the middle there is Talla, and they try and break again quickly. Well, they are good on the counter, the Hamlet, there's no doubt about that. They got some pace, they spring out the back, but the Bulls have got back in numbers this time. Well, over half an hour played, and as it stands, it's Jersey 0, it's Dulwich Hamlet 2. And it's a Bulls throw. Joe Giles has won. Back again goes Lumsden. Flick forward. T20 trying to twist. Mavala trying to get involved. Oh, slowly but surely. Bulls just getting a little bit more possession, but playing that game, it looks like they're just happy to let Hamlet try and play out. Maybe they feel that's a good way of just holding them. Mavala just makes a few strides across, and it's that danger area, that left-hand flank again. Ball play forward into Obi. Obi's trying to take on Kere, this time runs out of room. Well, it's claimed to a corner. Looked like that ball had gone out though. Goal kick has been given. And this time, Kere does well. Bit of an up and under there. Ball breaks this time though. Chance now. Henry Kamal plays it through. Oh, is there a pull there? Well, it looks like Toby Ritzimer gets tugged there. The referee doesn't see it as an infringement. Ritzimer getting into a good position, but unable to do much about it. And again, they come down the left-hand side, the Hamlet. Quickly cross goes Johnny LeCay, back in numbers. There's James Carr helping out. Ritzimer's also dropped in. Henia Kamau is back. Mavala getting over and across to Winter. Bonnet Johnson has it now. And happy to play it around with Talla. Mackay. Ball's organised here. Bit of space on this near side for Miko. Good little half challenge from Jay Giles. Swung again out to that left-hand side. Still they keep possession. Well, the Bulls just taking their time here, just making sure that they don't give any easy passes through. Although they do get out to this near side, looked like a bit of a handball, nothing doing though. Still with Miko, clips it over now, and it's through the middle. Looks like it's Obi who's got there. In fact, it's not, it's Clunis. Clunis holding it up, looking for some help. The Bulls holding up the line. Trying to break free again. Bonnet Johnson, Miko. Clunis in, and it's gone in. Well, it looks like another own goal for the Bulls, and it looks like this time it's come off the skipper, James Kere. Well, it's the second of the own goals that the ball has come off James Kere. Nothing he could do about it. The ball is played in, and it's what they've done really well, the Hamlet. They've got the ball into positions. The Bulls have tried to defend it. And for the second time this afternoon, the goal comes from a deflection by a Bulls player, and Roche is left standing. Well, 35 minutes gone, and it's the home side, the Jersey Bulls, who have conceded 3 already. 2 by own goal, but nevertheless, it's Dulwich Hamlet who have their heads held high at this stage. Still plenty of work to do for the Bulls. Here's T20 again. Jay Giles has been some good football. Just haven't yet found the cutting edge to beat trialist A, wearing 13 for Hamlet. 5 seconds is what you can hear from the bench, and that is the new rule. It's a good one. It's going to hopefully speed up the game. T20 going after it, winning it back. Bonnet Johnson getting in his way. Throwing quickly taken. He's not going to get caught out again. And they come out battling again there with Talla. Good play again, just not making it easy for the Hamlet is Toby Ritzema. Although they have looked incredibly comfortable on the ball. As McCutt has it now, trying to get it forward again. Giles gets involved, cuts it out. Mavalo. And he come out, just a little bit of a license to drift. And then again, T20 doing well, strong from him. Jay Giles again, plays it into the feet of Henry Kamau. Henry Kamau's space ahead of him. Will he try and take it on? He steps over it, still going. Henry Kamau trying to cut inside. Has 2 on him to dispossess him. Well, Dulwich Hamlet will know about Sammy Henry Kamau. And it's good to see him back in a Bulls shirt, that's for sure. Again, the ball is played out towards the stand side. Into the feet again of Bonnet Johnson. Space to play it on this near side to Clunis. Now Mackay. Looking for the run now. Clunis who plays it in the middle, and it's 4-0. Well, there's no defence at all there. Easy for Obi to make it 4. The Bulls at 6s and 7s. It's that ball out to the right-hand side this time. And a little bit of soul-searching going on already for the Bulls here, who are facing a heavy defeat in this first pre-season friendly. There's some hands on heads. But really, the lock has been unpicked by Dulwich Hamlet, and they've done it for the 4th time, this time with absolute ease. It's Jersey Bulls 0, Dulwich Hamlet 4. Well, just into the last 7 minutes of this first half, and the Bulls are in uncharted territory. They've not been in this position for quite some time. It isn't anything other than a friendly. We have to remind ourselves, and the Bulls have a much changed side without some of the big guns available this afternoon. Long ball there, played forward, again looking for one of the big guns who is there, and that's Ritzema who keeps it alive. Needs some help, Jay Giles is coming. Ritzema keeps hold of it, nicely inside to T20, rolls it off quickly. Oh, nice shift of body there by Lumsden. Now here comes LeCain, tries the shot from distance. But again, it's charged down. And trialist 13, trialist 8 has picked it up and claims it easily. Well, you think the Bulls will be more than happy to get out of this at 4-0 at half time. Chance to regroup, maybe a chance to think about bringing on some of the subs. Casey Nixon's out there, Kilshaw, Harry McKenzie, a lot of youth there. Shawnee McColgan and Pereira. But inside now comes T20. T20 pulled back there, but still going on, and the ball's fallen. And a real scrap. The referee's going to call it back and give it for the initial foul on T20. Trying to get it taken quickly, trying to catch the Hamlet napping. Referee won't allow it. Curtis has it. Now Giles into the feet of Ritzema, can he create something here? Ritzema's going to go to the byline. Ritzema, can he square it? He can. Anybody there? Surely. Shot comes in, blocked again. This time it's James Carr looking to place it into the bottom corner, but a crowded box full of green and white squared shirts managed to turn it behind for a corner. Third corner for the Bulls. Can the Bulls get one back before half time? Back 4 minutes to go here. Going across, looks to be Jay Giles. In it comes. Looking for a header there, but cleared by Mackay and then hooked further clear. They do enough. Dulwich Hamlet. Yes. Curtis, well, he needs to get on with this. 5 seconds. Going to get blown if he's not careful. And the ball goes a little bit scrappy there. And Henny come out. Unable to do much. Goal kick given. Oh, the last few minutes of this first half. And the Bulls find something. Oh, they've managed to keep a little bit of pressure on here. But it's cleared, but not that far, as here comes Johnny LeCain. Well, he's going to get it through, but his pass has gone astray. And then T20 having to battle hard, but again, the break is on now down that left-hand side, the trouble area, the danger zone. Here they come, back comes Carr, defending really well here. All played across into the middle, looks like Clunish tries to go one past Giles, who gets a challenge in. Another challenge, bodies are flying everywhere here. Still they have it, shot comes in, hits the bar. Well, Dulwich Hamlet not afraid to go for goal. And on this occasion, it's the woodwork that saves the Bulls. Mavalo caught, is he? Referee does give it. Mavalo was in the air, just clipped there. Looks like it is Winter. He's just caught himself in that challenge. I thought he had the captain's armband earlier, but doesn't look like he does. As the ball's nicely touched inside. Henny Kamau, is he fouled? He is. Referee's going to have a word. And it will be a free kick for the Bulls. And Henny Kamau will fancy this, you'd think. Just trying to find the ideal spot. And he's got a lot of attention there. Looks not quite sure what for. Referee having a word. Stern talking to. Can we see a bit of magic before the break here? 1 minute to go. Jay Giles maybe fancies it. You'd think it'd be Henny Kamau. He loves it. Try and get one past trialist 13. Trialist 8. And it looks like it will be Henny Kamau. Decent distance out, enough to get it up and down, get it over any wall. There's only 2 at the moment in it, so they think that that's enough, although it may be that they're about to add Obi to it. Well, they're certainly adding a third, and maybe a fourth as well. They've reorganised. Chance for Henny Kamau or Jay Giles, one or the other. It's going to be Henny Kamau who takes it, whips it! And it's in the back of the net. Well, that's what you get when you've played professional football. The minute it left his boot, the whip on that ball. Keeper had no chance, and the first cheer for the bullpen this afternoon comes from the returning Samuel Henny Kamau, who bends one past the Dulwich keeper. And all of a sudden, there's something to smile about here at Springfield. Jersey Bulls 1, Dulwich Hamlet 4, coming right on the stroke of half-time. Well, it was going to take something a little bit special. They've been pretty organised at the back in this first half, Dulwich Hamlet. And it took something. It took the right boot of the returning number 26, Samuel Henny Kamau. And you could just see it had a little bit of Beckham-esque bend around it as he whipped it up and over the wall. Looked like that there was a bit of space and there would be a chance to get one past the keeper. And he duly obliged. Oh, a bit of a tug there. That's Miko trying to break away, and he does, and a chance maybe to get one straight back here. Well, the flag on the near side goes up. And this time the Bulls don't have the ball played in as Bonnet Johnson is caught offside. Henry Kamau now a bit between his teeth, starting to run around. Can he swing this back the Bulls' way? Well, he started with one. Can he create for others as well? Get Mabalo going. He needs to get a goal, you'd think. And there's always the threat from Ritsema down that left-hand flank for the Bulls. As we're into stoppage time at the end of this first half. This first half of the new season, the pre-season. First game at home against Dulwich Hamlet. The ref probably looks to have had probably 3 minutes. There was a water break, so that's at least 3 minutes. Or a hydration break. As Johnny LeCain does well to win the ball back. Now it's inside with Lumsden, now inside to T20. T20 wants to get this ball out quickly here. Does to Ritsema, who's going to take it forward. Ritsema still going past one. Brought down, is he? Free kick, surely. This time the referee's on hand. Well, this is a bit of a tight angle, but you never know. Maybe Henry Kamau will fancy this one to the other corner. But Lumsden is fouled. He's brought down. Looked to be a late challenge there. Bonnet Johnson appears to have been the culprit. Well, the last thing the Bulls want in any pre-season friendlies is injuries, of course. Neither side want that. This is all about getting themselves match fit, game fit after a couple of months rest from the end of last season. Well, we're in for another blockbuster season with the Jersey Bulls again, bringing it to you by the Bulls media team. Another stack of home games, cup games. Chance to see some of the new signings, as here's a re-signing. Henry Kamau, will he be able to beat the keeper again? He goes for it, little ball in. Played on, looking for Lumsden, can't clear, back it comes. T20 with the shot. Well, that one skews off the right side, outside of the boot. And out for a goal kick. Well, this time Henry Kamau decided to go for the little ball in, into the danger area. It doesn't come with the same result. Well, trialist, a better clearance by trialist T13, trialist A. That's T20 for the Bulls, picks it up. T20 again. Now Giles. Giles steps inside, nice from him. Goes away from Miko. Giles now through the middle. Mavala gets caught in the challenge. Nothing doing. Whip forward again, looking to try and get in. There's a chance now. Well, quickly across this time is James Kerry, who sees the danger as the ball falls nicely to Obi. And again, it's that direct ball over the top that's causing Bulls problems as the referee blows for the end of the 45 minutes. It's a 45 minutes that has seen the return of Samuel Henry Kamau with a little bit of special from the free kick just before the break. The players and the management teams make their way across to the other side. A first half, a little bit of mistakes in terms of the way that the goals have come. 2 own goals for Dulwich Hamlet coming off Bulls players Curtis and Kere. But it finishes after the first 45. Jersey Bulls 1, Dulwich Hamlet 4. And we'll see you after the break. Well, the second half gets underway here. The Bulls still trailing 4-1 and hoping for better fortunes in this second half. A number of changes made by both sides. And back it is with the visitors, the Hamlet. You can see there, Bangura looks like he's come on, or they may well have on the first half. Hard to see due to some technical issues coming this afternoon with the positioning of the equipment. Looking better already with the second half. A little touch there inside. Some of the players' squad numbers not been provided by Dulwich Hamlet, who've kept it all very cagey this afternoon, but they have it here on this near side with Juanidio trying to take on the Bulls defence. Crosses it back in. What an easy tap in. Well, Robbie Scott, who's come on, the first thing he's going to have to do is pick the ball out the back of the net from the easiest of tap-ins from Danny Mills, the number 9 for the visitors. Well, the Bulls again just look like they've gone slightly to sleep there. The ball comes in, Scott doesn't commit, it's inside the 6-yard box. It's surely got to be his as the goalkeeper. He doesn't do anything about it. And Danny Mills must have thought all his Christmases have come at once as he taps it in from about a yard out, and it's 5-1. Well, if you'd have blinked, you'd have missed it. But the Bulls are now trailing by 5-1. A foul there coming from Mills on T20. Mills not allowing the free kick to be taken quickly. Robbie Scott gets the second touch this time. He's not picking it out the net. Out the far side to Jay Giles, who's over the halfway line. Nice touch there inside to Ritzema, but it's been broken up quickly here by the Hamlet, who come again. Ball down that far side. Still going, trying to play it in. Looks like they've won the... Well, it is a corner. It's the first of the second half. It's been won by Casarate, wearing 8. And a chance again to put one in. Robbie Scott, a rare outing for him in the Bulls' goal. Looks like he will be third string keeper this season. Ball comes in again, far post, looking then for the towering jump there of Mills, and Scott manages to keep it alive, keep it in. The referee indicates the ball's gone out. Assistant on the far side. Goal kick given. Well, the Bulls now have got to do a consolation job in a way. They've got to get into a kind of rhythm. They've got to keep Hamlet at bay, and they've got to try and come here with something themselves. As it's a little ball played in there. Chance now, clipped forward by Carr, looking at the far post, looking for Jay Giles with the ball in. Keeper comes, foul is well, challenge there by trialist A on Ritzema, who goes down again. Interested to see that back. Well, there was just a little bit of something, and the keeper committed for the ball, got the ball in the end. Although, looks like he's got a bit of a knock in the process as Ritzema goes down. Nothing doing, according to the referee, Mr. Walker. And visitors again trying to work the ball down this left side, the side that they chose to go first half, where they had a lot of success with Bangura. And they're bringing it again. The ball's having to stretch back. T20 doing well, just halting play for a moment. Picked up there by Casarate. Back it comes now to Tom Chambers. Oh, lovely ball, clip forward, a run on the far side. Giles goes across. Giles does really well. He just holds his ground, and he's given it away. It's been won off him. A chance now, saved this time by Robbie Scott. Well, the Bulls again being stretched at the back by a marauding Hamlet side as Ritzema bursting forward on his own. He's got Carr outside him on the right. He goes on the left side. Here comes Henry Kamau trying to get the better, gets the ball across, cleared though it is. Well, this is much better from the Bulls. But also great organisation from the Hamlet, who sensed the danger and got back. But it is that open attacking football that both sides they're implementing this afternoon. Here again they come with Guanadio. Forward it goes. Keeping it alive on this near side. Again with Bangura. Into the box they come. Good play again. This time Lumsden back helping out. Takes it off. Looks like Chambers may well have been forward there. Chance maybe near side. Johnny LeCain. Haven't seen too much of him getting forward. Not had the chance really. Back it goes. Nicely there to Kere. And they look a little bit more resolute already, the Bulls, in this second half. As here comes Ritzimer again, just clips it forward, looking for Mavalo, can't find him. Options, of course, on the bench for the Bulls this afternoon. Nixon, Kilshaw, McKenzie, Pereira and McCoggan. May well see those. Everyone should get at least a run out, you'd think, this afternoon. Again, calmness personified are the visitors, with Chambers at the back there. Plays it across. Ball's organising. Mavalo, the first line of defence. Coming across is LeCain. And this time it's broken for Henry Kamau. It's just caught. Nothing doing. Goes down. Referee says play on. You may have got that at the professional level. You're probably not going to get that this afternoon, though. Referee's been quite generous and let quite a lot go. Again now, Mackay. That outside to Miko, who's twisting and turning. Back it is to Bonnet Johnson. Trying to find a little bit of a way through here. Carr battling hard, doing a lot of defensive work as the ball breaks now for Guanadio. Well, he's done well, but he hasn't quite got past the Bulls' back line, and then it's given away by T20, but LeCain comes up with it. Ikamau deep defending. John LeCain plays it long, brought down comfortably and skillfully by Mackay there, as any mistake would have surely allowed Mavalo in. As Elliot Powell and Dave Kennedy look on from the Bulls dugout. Might be too troubled by what they've seen. So many players not available. And a chance to get his squad working already and learning how to play with different combinations of players. Ritzimer and Lumsden. Lumsden again, bursting through. Lumsden now gets caught as his momentum carries him forward and runs into Bangura. Looks like we're going to see another change here oncoming to Reem Williams.
Tom Chambers 3, Amethyst Caparat 8, Kenny Mills 9, Luke Guanadio 10.
So Williams is coming on.
14 is 11, 73, coming on for 4.
Well, the heat's definitely getting to the players out there today. And Williams will start with the throw into Mills. Picked up and picked off him by Card. Now LeCain trying to find Kamau, but he's brought down. LeCain gets a little bit of a tap there from T20. As Kere works it across the back. Bulls come again. Henry Kamau trying to trick and wriggle his way against two defenders there, but now in get involved is Ritzimer as he battles with Casarate, quickly taken. Curtis. Good to see Harry Curtis back and add some defensive solidity to the Bulls side. Can play as a right back, can play as a centre back. Of course, no Luke Campbell. Super Luke Campbell announcing his retirement. at the end of last season. And his status as a club legend firmly established. And he will be able to put his feet up on a Saturday, on a Tuesday midweek, and just relax, knowing his work and his status in the history of Jersey Bulls is cemented. And it gives opportunities. Players like Jamie Watling, who had a breakthrough season last season. The ever youthful James Carey, Harry Curtis, and no doubt others will get their chance as well. Some good youngsters. Tom Goncalves, Charlie Brennan. Plenty of options for the Bulls going forward as they try now to just get out of their own half with, well, foul there, is it? Nothing doing, play on as Carr goes down. Another touch here for Williams. Lumsden, has he won it? No. It's a Dulwich ball. Back it comes now to Bernardio, and then he gets it across the line to Mackay, who's like he's going to get a full maybe 90 here today, maybe a little bit of shift yet, but looks very comfortable there. As T20 has a chance now, plays a lovely ball through, look at the run of Carr. Carr goes down, the ball carries on. Well, the referee gave the free kick, and you wonder whether it was a shirt pull, as he indicates, but whether he could have allowed play to go on there, because Henia Kamau was breaking through. He was unmarked. James Carey probably asking, why didn't you play the advantage? And as a result, it's allowed Dulwich Hamlet to get back in numbers. Had he have let it play on, well, might have been a different story. Played forward into the box. It just comes to nothing in the end. Oh, flag is blowing in the bullpen there. You can see how much it's affecting the flight of the ball as another change is being made here. Looks like Dulwich Hamlet's sub coming on is KD Zika, and he's replaced Gaspar Miko. So Zika for Miko. In towards Wanadio. Long ball, looking for that right-hand side, looking over Jay Giles here, who gets back and across, and coming forward there is Bonnet Johnson. And a chance for Zika with an early touch. And still Dulwich have it here. Getting onto this near side with Williams, who skips past the challenge, skips past the second, still going. Williams tries to clip it across, but it's blocked by Lumsden. It looks like it will be the corner. It'll be the second of this second half for the visitors. Now, don't have number 23 on our list. Let's just see if we can find who that might be. So many different players today. Ball comes in, far post, headed back and across. Cleared by Giles. Well, in fact, 23 is Carruthers, Samir Carruthers. So we do have those numbers. So it's Carruthers with the touch. Trialist 8, the goalkeeper. Looks like he's going to get the full 90. As we come up to the hour mark, and the ball's now with the chance through Ritzema. Ritzema into the box. Ritzema takes the shot. Well, not the worst idea Toby Ritzema's had. Can't quite keep it down. The ball just skims across the top of the visitors' crossbar. Well, it's looks like a 5-man change here. Carr is off. McCain is off. We're going to see a load of Bulls changes We're going to see all the bench unloaded. Nixon, Kilshaw, McKenzie, Pereira, McColgan. Mavarlo goes off, Ritzema goes off, Carr goes off, Lumsden goes off, and LeCain goes off. Well, there's some youth out there. See what they can do. Can they revitalise the Bulls? They're going to get half an hour. Let's see what they can do. Well, it's good to see the youngsters getting a chance. Shawnee McColgan, of course, we know. Harry McKenzie, Casey Nixon, all have come through the youth ranks. For now, it's trialist day in the purple, in the Dulwich goal. Now the scoreline looks pretty comprehensive as it stands, as long ball played forward there, looking for Wanadio, but can't keep it in. Well, it looks like Johnny LeCain hasn't gone off, maybe just came across for a water breakers. A chance there for Nixon. Nixon putting a little bit of pressure on through the middle. There goes Pereira. Pereira bustling around in the middle. Pereira going up front, Nixon to the right-hand side through the middle there. Looks to be McColgan as well. On this near side, picking the ball up though, is Wanadio. Clips it over, chance now. Is the flag going to go up? Looks like it is, and offside is David Smith. Flag on the far side is elevated. Just calling the line there. Well, John LeCain is probably wanting to get some miles in the tank. Ball clipped forward now, flicked on. Nice touch. Nixon and Pereira combining well. Here comes Kilshaw. Doesn't quite fall for Joe Killer. Kilshaw have probably the season he would have wanted last year after a blistering one the season before, and we'll be looking to recapture some of that form. Of course, Luke Watson to come back in this side, Adam Trotter, so lots of places up for grabs, and the strength in squad is what saw the Bulls go to the semi-finals of the playoffs last season. Of course, crashing out on penalties to EFC Whiteleaf. Of course, there is a whole new setup this season and a whole new set of clubs to visit for the first time, as well as some of the old hunting grounds as well. But here comes the ball in from Dulwich, flicked on. Pereira getting back, defending. Nice bit of work on the far side there by McKenzie. Ball will bounce out harmlessly though. Expect there'll be another hydration break at about 67 and a half, 68 minutes. It has been pretty comfortable for the visitors today as Williams worked it back, but still plenty of time left as Carruthers, and then via a little touch goes back to trialist A. At times they're able to just walk it around here. Perhaps a little bit too comfortable. This time Carruthers looks to go route one, straight through the middle, and he's found a chance. Well, the flag's gone up. It's stopped from going in by James Kerry as trialist C. It's caught offside. Kerry was there in any event. Quickly taken by Robbie Scott, who looks to get it out on that far side. Headed forward this time by T20. Kane lets it bounce, then turns away, and then turns back to Scott. Well, but for the goals, taken on the break and coming via couple of deflections. There's not been a huge amount between the sides. There's definitely been a lot of perhaps more comfort and time on the ball for Dulwich Hamlet. Carruthers. And as you see, just manages to twist and turn and get the ball out on this near side. And here comes the run, blocked though by LeCain of Wenadio. It's better from the balls, they're looking more competitive. Maybe the fresh legs just giving them that little bit of impetus that they were looking for. As Johnny LeCain goes down the line. And again, the final ball is not where it wanted to be. Carruthers again. Across the back line by Chambers. Ball's just giving a lot of ground here, just sitting back, backpedaling there, and allowing a shot to come. A shot to come from a long way out and going a long way over. Someone needs to go and recover that ball. As the balls come again. Nice little touch there, this time from Pereira, but back it goes comfortably. Picked up again by Chambers. Now Carruthers. Space to walk into. Back he goes. Easy for Chambers. Trialist just putting his foot on, it seemed like eternity. Again, Chambers gets it back. Thinks about taking a bit of a run forward and then offloads. In the middle there to trialist B. And again, look like they're about to lose it, but the Hamlet get it back. Run's been made near side by Wenadio, but it's Mackay into Carruthers. Carruthers offloads, back it goes to trialist B. Back it comes again. Shot comes in. Free kick's given. Oh, free kick now. Carruthers waits. Just rolls it out. Slowing the build up here, this time with Zika. And they're more than happy, you can see Dulwich Hamlet to control the game by going back. Although good play this time, Pereira breaking it up, but runs into trouble. They're quick, snapping at the heels as they lose the ball here, the Hamlet. Near side again, Wenadio gets a bit of room, gets away from LeCain. Runs into a bit of trouble there with McColgan. We're not seeing too much really from either side in this second half. Well, Scott comes and then he's maybe just caught off his line and the ball clipped back and across. Well, it doesn't quite catch Robbie Scott out. It nearly did. Well, that is the hydration break. Chance for the players again to just have 3 minutes out. the officials and for the management teams to just have a word. Dan Garton chucking out water bottles. Not Dan Garton, in fact, it's Carl Benet there, the kit man, the one and only. We'll see the Benet board at some point, no doubt, later on. There is water aplenty. Richard Hebert having a word with Robbie Scott there, talking about maybe positioning. Richard Hebert, of course, the goalkeeping coach. Wonder if he fancies himself getting a little backup position. Always keen to stay involved, although perhaps his greater years are slightly behind him now, but still has plenty of wisdom to pass on. Probably talking to Robbie Scott about positioning. Just drilling into him some of the basics there as the bullpen pretty busy this afternoon. Number of familiar faces huddled in, enjoying the sunshine, but maybe not perhaps enjoying the result as it stands. Now Dulwich Hamlet have been well drilled. They had an opportunity to come over and to try out 3 or 4 new players. See whether they will make the cut, as it were, whether they'll be on the roster, the squad, and whether they will be involved with this club this season. Well, they started with a friendly. Of course, it's depth of squad, it's having options in different positions that makes the difference. It's also keeping players fit and making sure they're not overplayed as well. Yeah, we'll have 23 minutes, just under half of a half to go. Once Mr. Walker pulls the players back. There is Danny Mills, who's not had a huge amount since he came on of touches, but he's had one of the easiest touches he'll ever get to score the 5th goal just after the break. And we have had a 3-minute hydration break, and it's Robbie Scott who flips it out there. Jay Giles just scoops it up and into the middle, and it's flicked on by Killshot. Nixon comes across. Can the Bulls just make something happen? Can they get a 2nd goal? Well, good play there by, looks like Killshot to Nixon. Nixon now, can he find the ball? Nixon into the box. Nixon, will he square it? He does, he flicks it. Oh, a lovely little attempt there by Pereira with the back heel. Doesn't quite come off, but you can see what he was trying to do, and it was Nixon with the run there for the Bulls. Does well, takes it on, and Pereira just trying that little back heel on the run. We've seen a few of those scored by the likes of Lorne Bickley in the past. Pereira maybe trying to copy the big number 9, wasn't to be, but a nice idea. Well, Dulwich kick us off here today. Dorking Wanderers come on Friday night. So first bit of Friday night friendly football for the new season. 7 o'clock kickoff. For those watching, tune in again. As we have just over a quarter of an hour of a stoppage time, probably 20 minutes to go here, as Pereira battling hard there in that corner with trialist B, who does well, but he's given it away. Oh, a chance now, surely for the Bulls, surely! Well, how they didn't manage to turn it in, beggars belief. McColgan doing really well. It just needed a final touch. Someone just put their foot through it. Didn't come, but they opened up this Dulwich side. Pereira now being busy. McColgan trying to get in the action as well. Better from the Bulls, though. Curtis. Giles. Here they come now. Dulwich on the break. Well, Scott has obviously listened to Richard Hebert there, and he's off the line, springing out there, getting there first. Looks like, you know, it is over there. It's Zika keeping it going for the Hamlet. Well, let's hope on Friday, whatever happens, we have less wind. Always is the way. Island Life. Nice ball clipped out there by Tom Chambers to Zika. Tries to get past Giles, and he has it the second time of asking. Zika still goes down. Well, it looks like the referee's given the free kick, but he's given it outside the box. It'd be interesting to see that back. Jake Giles' contact, was it just outside? Ooh, questionable. Might well just have got the benefit of the doubt there, but at first blush looked like it might have just been as he's gone into the box. Referee, though, does give the foul, but he doesn't point to the spot. Well, Mills is in there and Curtis is trying to hold on to him in the physical sense as he's just jostling now. Ball comes in, flicked on. Well, it goes over the bar. There might well have been a touch there. Might well have come off Kerry. It's going to be another corner. So it's going to be on the other side this time. Dulwich Hamlet, as they did in the first half, they get the third corner of the second. Ball's yet to get further forward to bring a corner about. As it's Carruthers. Goes near post. So Giles clears. T20 will put a bit of pressure on, but Chambers out to Zika. Zika now rides the challenge of Pereira, still going. Zika. Well, a little bit of traffic there in the middle for Casarate. But Dulwich regain composure, regain possession. Well, the ball's still nibbling, trying to keep pressure on. Pereira comes across. It's comfortable for trialist B. Bit of a surge forward. Tom Chambers again. Oh, nice step away from Pereira. Ball into the middle, looking there for trialist C. Dispossessed by T20. LeCain trying to clip it through for Nixon. LeCain still trying to get to it. Well, there's bodies, goes flying in front of the referee. Nothing doing, play on, he says. Carry on Curtis. And then Giles. And now Pereira, lovely little ball, trying to find the run there. It looks like McKenzie on the far side, but he's not able to get hold of it. Dulwich have done is they've got back in numbers. They've done it plenty of times throughout this match. The ball's only opportunity came from the dead ball free kick from Sami Hennikamau, which was just what we hoped to have seen from him. Lovely whipping, dipping free kick. And here they come again as he stayed onside though. Here, ball's played into the centre. Shot's going to come from Mills, but it's blocked there in the middle by, looks like Curtis, who does really well there. Well, really good play in the build-up. It looked to be Williams. And in the end, Curtis does incredibly well. It goes out for a goal kick. T20 into the feet of Kilshaw. Quick touch there, well, too quick for LeCain, who is sharp himself. Jack Lumsden there, just staying loose, making sure he doesn't seize up. And it's Williams again. And at times it has been for the visitors, because they've created it. A little bit of a walk in the park, in the sunshine, at Springfield on this summer Saturday sizzler. A lovely ball to Zika, who brings it down. Zika doesn't get past Giles this time. Helps out there at the back by McKenzie. Chance now. Pereira, is he onside? He's still going. Pereira, though, is covered off well. Really good defensive work. It's going to be a corner. Well, it is, and it's the Bulls' first of the second half. Finally getting for Pereira, causing problems. And it comes near post, flicked on by Kere, blocked by Carruthers, back again, chance to reload. Well, it's going to fall to Curtis, who's got to quickly check. Whips it back and across, anyone arriving? Headed back into the danger zone, hooked clear though. And out for a throw-in. We're into the last 10 minutes. And there is rolling subs, so Lumsden is on for Lacane. We wondered if that would happen. Rolling subs is allowed. So Jack Lumsden was getting himself ready to re-enter the fray. And he's back on. Looks like he's going to slot in at right back. Curtis trying to get through this green and white wall. Nice touch there from McColgan, but here comes Zika. Trying to run Killshaw and Giles ragged there. Oh, lovely play from him. Shot comes in. Well, good effort again. This time Casarate gets a little bit of space, tries a shot, doesn't trouble Scott. But again, they're dangerous, Dulwich Hamlet. Again, a little bit of space, just a little bit of a sniff and they're off. And it's the Christmas of the past, and that's really good little touch there from McColgan. Back to Giles now, T20. T20, a lovely ball down that side, but it's cut out. And they've just been sharp, Dulwich Hamlet. A spotted danger they've got there, and Kere is knocked off it by Casarate. Kere gets up again there. You don't see that too often. James Kere just getting put to one side. And they still have it, Hamlet. They're strong. You can see the physicality now starting to show here as Carruthers has it. Little nice back heel there coming from Guanadio. Plays it through. Well, just enough done there by Nixon. And the Bulls managed to get it and clear it. T20. Quick ball, first time. McColgan. Pereira. Pereira now will take it on. Pereira trying to go on the outside. Still going. Pereira. Wow, really good play again. Solid work at the back. Looks like it's Chambers. But it is a corner. So the Bulls, having not had a chance, have had two in the space of a couple of minutes here. So we're going into the last 10 minutes, you'd think, with added time here. Can the Bulls make this a bit more respectable? Can they find a second here? Ball comes in. Headed on. Well, it's Lumsden, and it looked like for a minute it was goal bound, and it's cleared somehow. Headed back and across. Kept in there by McColgan. Far post. Anyone there? Headed down. Well, arriving, it looks like it's Mackenzie, but he couldn't quite turn it in. In fact, it might have been. Oh, it may well be Mackenzie, but it's the Bulls who just can't quite find the target. And the visitors escape. Oh, clear blue skies this afternoon. Again, there's no real rush here, no real pressure being put on Dulwich Hamlet. Very comfortable. Again, they just take their time and knock it around with Chambers and Trilestay, the goalkeeper. Well, if you give it him marks, you'd say he's been pretty good this afternoon. Kicking hasn't been his best, I would say, of all the attributes, but he made one decent save in the first half. His distribution has been pretty good, and he gives himself certainly a shout at becoming more than just a trialist. Well, it's out near side with Williams. Tracking back there and playing it back is Guanadio. Chambers again. Guanadio, first time trying to find the ball through the middle, trying to get in, and it is. It's a chance now. Back is Lumsden, does well, just finally gets enough back. Shot's going to come in, blocked. Oh, it falls there to Williams. What a save by Scott, though. Well, it's fallen not to Williams, sorry, it's fallen to Mills. But it's a build-up from David Smith, and then a point-blank save. You thought Mills was going to turn it in for his second of the afternoon, but Robbie Scott makes amends, makes a good save down to his left when it looked like an easy finish for Mills. Giles again playing it forward, only as far as Wenadio flicks it on. Ball played forward, this time by Williams, looking for the return to Wenadio, but really well done by Nixon, who shows strength. Then Killshaw into T20. T20's got a little bit of pressure, but he just shakes it off. Back to Curtis. Giles. Pereira does well to win the throw. Looks like Luke Watson on the far side. Looking pretty bronzed. No doubt he'll be looking to get a run out in the week. Looks like he's had a nice holiday wherever he's been. And just topping up the tan as the Bulls go in search of a second. Missed there by McColgan. T20 goes down. Mills again. Hits the back of Killshaw. And back it goes to Scott. Lumsden wants it quickly, gets it. Last 4 minutes of the second half, plus the added time. Expect to see 3. Not been much else apart from that. Nice little flick inside by Nixon. Nice cushion header from Pereira, trying to find Nixon again, who's trying to sneak in behind Chambers. Chambers too smart for that. And the trialist in the purple picks it up and lays it off. Well, the first half really saw all the damage done. It was 4-1 at the break. The Bulls had a bit of a mountain to climb, but it's not always about the result. It's about how the side set up, what the new players look like, how they will fit going forward, what they bring to the squad. Same, of course, for the visitors who've got 3 trialists out there. As Carruthers sweeps it out to Zika. Lovely ball, lovely control as well. Jay Giles just staying on Zika. Zika looks pretty skillful. Nice little flick inside, goes to the return ball. He's going to pick it up as well. T20 trying to get across. Zika trying to get past him. Zika still going. Goal kick. Well, it's been a good run out for both sides. Still in July, of course. Only just into July, not even halfway through the month. World Cup fever, of course, over in America, Canada and Mexico. And of course, all eyes will turn to what England can do later on against Norway. But for now, this game hasn't finished. And here come again, Dulwich Hamlet into the box. Chance now, back and across. Mills can't get there, Lumsden is there. And Mills ends up sitting on Lumsden, who's done enough to turn it round for a corner. Oh, maybe another chance here for Dulwich Hamlet to increase their lead. Towards the near post, headed short and away. Now Nixon, can he break? Gets it just away from Carruthers. Chance now for Pereira, it's 2-on-2. He's to play it first time he does. Nixon now. Nixon getting pushed wide. Nixon cuts inside, does well, slips though. And then loses momentum, but the Bulls have it. It's back with T20, it's Nixon. Nixon onto the left, tries a shot, bends it, blocked. Killshaw, back again. McColgan goes for the far corner, McColgan. Well, the goalkeeper scrambles across, but in the end, the ball is not on target. And it looks like that may well be Mackenzie wearing 16, and it's McColgan who may well be wearing 11. In fact, it was that Mackenzie. It's confusing. It's Mackenzie and McColgan that looked at different shirt numbers on to those that were advertised. Oh, the ball's still running, still chasing. And Lumsden across the line to Kere. Lovely touch from T20 into Pereira, who's looked good since he came on. Breaks nicely. Nice ball through. Surely Nixon takes the shot. Good save at the near post. Maybe took a touch too more. It was McColgan with the ball in. It is McColgan wearing 16. It's Mackenzie wearing 11. McColgan this time has won a corner, and Nixon coming close for the Bulls. Is there a bit of time to get a second? Far post coming in with a header is Curtis. Can't get the shot by Pereira. They look to break quickly here. Dulwich Hamlet. Giles with the intervening, intercepting header. And really good tidying up there at the back. Well, comfortable outing for Dulwich Hamlet, who no doubt will have enjoyed their trip, certainly with the result that looks like going to be confirmed any minute now as a 5-1 victory in this first pre-season friendly. But maybe they're not finished yet. Azika trying to get behind and through Giles. Giles gets caught though, gets fouled, does he? No, says the referee. Yes, says the referee. No, says the manager, Mark Dacey, but foul is given. Free kick is taken. A matter of seconds left, you'd think. As the clock ticks towards 92 minutes. I think the referee will blow up exactly on 93 when he's added the water break, the hydration stop, whatever you want to call it. Got some promising signs, not least to see some of the youngsters getting a run out. Pereira's been good in the second half for the Bulls. Looks plenty at home, and it gives Elliot Powell some options up front with Bickley, Mavalo, and looks like Pereira will be in that mix as well. Of course, Fraser Barlow. As the ball played out onto this near side, here comes Williams, not finished yet, maybe stepping over, trying to get away from Curtis, away from, well, trying to escape everyone, and the shot comes in, and the shot goes wide, and the referee calls a halt to proceedings. A really good display by the visitors, Dulwich Hamlet. Jersey Bulls get a consolation goal. A worldy free kick from Samuel Henny-Kamau in the first half. But other than that, they've not really threatened too much. And it's Dulwich Hamlet who run out 5-1 winners, comfortable winners. A good professional display from them. It's all over here at Springfield this afternoon. It finishes Jersey Bulls 1, Dulwich Hamlet 5. Players shake hands and make their way off. And that's it from us from Springfield. We'll be back on Friday when the Bulls take on Dorking Wanderers in the 7 o'clock kickoff on Friday Night Football. Hope you enjoyed watching it. It's been fun bringing it to you. We're back, and we'll see you next time.